Alright mates, I've got to address a couple of issues that have come up recently. So the first piece of news is about the Redmagic Astra gaming tablet. In my full review, I called it the best gaming tablet on the market, and I still in early 2026 stand by it. Absolutely, I believe that's the best gaming. Not only is it the best gaming tablet, but also it's the best gaming device overall, even compared to some newer performance monsters like OnePlus 15. The only other gadget that I know supporting 165 Hz, that's crazy fast. The refresh rate is right here. So the news is I apparently was playing wrong. For all the time that I owned this marvelous tablet, I was playing wrong, specifically the Call of Duty title. In my review, I said that it's only 120 FPS maximum available in Call of Duty on this Redmagic Astra. And then the reason for my mistake was that I didn't know that there is a hidden, not that it hidden really, but I haven't known it till very recently that there is a new, to me it's a new frame rate setting being higher than Ultra. It's specifically 144 FPS available for specifically Redmagic Astra running on Snapdragon 8 Elite, not even 8 Elite Gen 5, but simply 8 Elite. So it's 1 year old at least processor, but it's also runs on high graphic quality, so the highest and best graphic quality and frame rate combination that I've reached on any other gadget was ultra and medium graphic quality, but no, here we can have both high graphic quality and specifically 144 FPS. So let's turn it on. Let's turn the bar, the setting all the way up to 140, and let's see what we have here. Right, you can see it right in the center, that it clearly runs on stable 144 FPS, so no problem with that. But the problem is I struggle to simultaneously speak and play as fast as needed, and it requires me to move very fast around, but I struggle to do that because I'm telling you the story at the same time. So, but it doesn't matter now. Do I play well, or do I play like a sucker? So the matter is 144 FPS with the high graphic settings, and that's marvelous. And that's what I love on this great, outstandingly performing tablet. And the other thing is, I've probably got my first hater. So the story is, here is my full review of the Xiaomi Pad Mini. Here it is. And in gaming section my review, I said that in neither game that I've played on it, it reaches the technically possible 165 FPS, although in the settings, the 165 Hz, which translates to 165 FPS in gaming, is technically available and absolutely technically possible. But I said that neither of the games, and I've played a lot of the games on this Xiaomi tablet, neither of them supports really 165 FPS in practice. And I showed the samples in my review. So here is, for example, 100 144 FPS in Beach Buggy Racing 2 game, but I know that, for example, on my Redmagic Astra, it easily runs at highest 165, even 166 FPS, but here on the Xiaomi it only runs 144, and that's the maximum among all the games, absolutely all the games, whatever you played on it. And I've got my first and so far the only comment, that's I am absolutely brain dead with my review, and probably myself, I don't know, from someone called Dope Mind. So the comment, and the person says that when I play on the tablet, which is 10% of the battery, that setting puts the tablet into power saving mode, and only 60 Hz are available, but that's absolutely not true, because we see here that even being in power saving mode, which I didn't enable in my review, it runs up to 144 FPS. So it's just, the absolute truth is there is a piece of truth in this comment. Usually gadgets being set to power saving mode, they decrease, they lower their refresh rate and of course the FPS, the performance, to save some energy, to prolong their battery life. But okay, let's tackle this now. I, of course, before saying that it doesn't reach 165 FPS in any game, I, of course, tested that in practice, right? But to be absolutely honest and not to be brain dead, as I was called, here is this Xiaomi Pad Mini being at 94%. You can see it, 94%. Let's check upon the refresh rate. Refresh rate in the system is set up now to highest 165 Hz, so it should translate technically into 165 FPS in gaming. And let's do it again, but now with a full battery. And here is the Beach Buggy Racing 2, having no its own limit, so it follows the limit in the system. And on my Redmagic Astra it runs easily, absolutely easily, at 165 Hz, now 144. What do you say now? Let's play a game, but this FPS meter is not fully functioning. It doesn't allow a flowing indicator, flowing window, but let's go. I can show the refresh rate like this. You see, it's around 140, not even reaching the 144. So here you go. I'm not bothered to play it for any longer, as I've played it a lot. So let's see what it can do. I've just showed you the Call of Duty on Redmagic Astra running at both high graphics settings. Let's get to the settings. Both high graphics settings and the specific 144 FPS option in the graphics settings. So let's do it high. Can it support ultra? Yeah, it can, because it has Dimensity 9400 under the hood, so it should run at highest. But no, there is no such option as 144 that we've just seen on Redmagic Astra. So the highest frame rate available on Xiaomi Pad Mini, running again on one of the most performant chips, Dimensity 9400 Plus. So here it's only 120. It's direct comparison. You've just seen me playing on Redmagic Astra at highest, and of course higher than this, 144. Let's try it again. Right, here we go with the Call of Duty, and what do we have here? 120. As of course it's not available in the system, in the not the system, in the game settings there is no such an option as 144. So of course it runs 120 FPS at max. So I'm not bothered to play for any longer because I'm losing, of course. So now, is it still the case that my review of this Xiaomi Pad Mini is brain dead, or what? You know, mates, yeah, my channel, it might be the smallest YouTube channel ever. I've only got a bit more than 200 subs, and I'm so thankful and appreciative to each and every one of you who even watches my videos. But being that much rude and even absolutely not paying any attention at all, I've shown you that this tablet runs much higher than 60 Hz or 60 FPS in many games, but it doesn't deserve to be called a gaming tablet as it doesn't technically reach up to 165. So whatever. Again, I absolutely appreciate any of your opinions, but I don't like that unsubstantiated, things to be thrown at me. Right, I've gotta leave it right here. Was nice seeing you all. Cheers.